Today my lesson is consumer equilibrium with more than one good. We considered only one good. There are consumer reached an equilibrium point. We know about that where Px equal Mux. Px equal Mux. Px equal price of X and Mux equal marginal utility of X. Now we can examine how this equilibrium point is reached if consumer is consuming more than one good. Let us take only two goods X and Y. For easy clarifications, suppose marginal utilities of X and Y as follows. So, quantity MUX, MUY. Okay. One quantity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The MUX 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, and after that 8. MUY 30, 26, 22, 22, finally 10. Okay, here quantity. Here MUX, MUY. We know TU equal function quantity, no? And mu equal delta TU divide delta Q. Marginal utility mu. Delta TU equal change in total utility. Delta Q change in the number of utils consumed. Okay. Now, price of X equal I will write price of X Px equal 2 rupees. 2 rupees. Price of Y Py equal 3 rupees. 3 rupees. And consumer income consumer income Y equal 22 rupees. 22 rupees. Y income 22 rupees. Price of X Px equal 2 rupees. Py equal price of Y. Py equal 3 rupees. Consumer income equal Y 22 rupees. Given this information, we can examine the combination of X and Y's train with only one good. Like in the early case, consumer has to compare the price and the marginal utility at different quantities. Different quantities. Now there are different price and marginal utilities there. For he has to compare not only the price and marginal utility, but also he different they are between two goods. Between two goods. We will take X and Y. Anyway, he has to maximize his total utility because he is rational consume. Rational consume. Here he has two different base 2 rupees and 3 rupees respectively to compare X and Y. If price of X and Y were the same, he could just compare MUX and MUY. MUX marginal utility of X and marginal utility of Y. MUX and MUY. We can avoid this problem by written a relative value for X and Y. How? If we divide different marginal utilities of X and Y by these respective price, we can get the utility obtained for each rupee spent on X and Y. So we get now QU. So we get Q MUX by the divide MUX divide PX. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 and 4. Okay. MUX divide PX, MUY divide PY. Yep. MUY divide PY 10, 8.7, 7.3, 6, 5, 4, finally 3.3. So we know mu x divide px, mu y divide py. Quantity level 1, consumer gets utils from both x and y for 1 rupee. Spend for each button. Quantity level 2, the number of utils obtained from x is larger than that of y. Mux divide. So I will try. Mux divide px muy divide py and mux px equal 9 and muy divide py equal 8.7. 8.7. At this point, consumer prefers x to y. X to y. Because x gives us more utilities for 1 rupee than y does. If you compare the above lists, there are many points where the number of utils the gets from each rupees spent for x and y is equal. At all such points, consumer is indifferent between x and y. The utility obtained at those points are called equi-marginal utility. Accordingly, the equi-marginal utility is the basic condition for consumer equilibrium, because in this situation the consumer becomes different between consumer x or y. X or y. Why? Mux divide mu x divide px equal mu y divide py equi-marginal utility. This condition is common even for a large number of goods. Large number of goods. It is very easy. It is very easy. But mu x mu x divide px equal mu y divide py is common equi-marginal utility. No? This condition is common even for a large number of goods. Mux divide px equal muy divide py mu2 divide mu2 divide P2. Are there any other conditions for consumer equilibrium to be satisfied? Yes, so far we did not take consumer income by those e-goods we consider. Take the first point of equi-marginal utility. Equi-marginal utility x equal 1, y equal 1, mux divide px equal 10, muy divide py equal 10. At this point, for one is he has to pay 2 rupees, and for one y 3 rupees. His total expenditure 1 multiplied 2 plus 3. Okay, 1 multiplied 2 plus 3 equal 5. Income is 22 rupees. He is not spending all this income, so that cannot be an equilibrium point. What about the next point? X equal 5, y equal 4, mux divide px equal 6, muy divide py equal 6. Expenditure like this. So expenditure 5 multiplied by 2 plus n 4 multiplied by 3 equal here 22 rupees, no, 10 plus 12 equal. Okay, therefore we know about expenditure equal income. Expenditure equal income. Therefore, that is an equilibrium point. At the next point, 6 equal, x equal 6, y equal 5, mux divide px equal 5, muy divide py equal 5. Expenditure 6 multiplied by 2 plus 5 multiplied by 3. What's the answer? Equal 27. 27. 27. Yes. 6 multiplied by 2 plus 5 multiplied by 3 equal 15 and 12 equal 27. Expenditure, we know expenditure equal income. This is also not equilibrium point. Accordingly, the second condition is expenditure equal income. So, I will write Px, price of x, price of x multiply Qx plus Py, Px, Qx, Qy. So Px, price of x, Qx, price of x, and quantity of x, plus price of y multiply quantity of y, equal I, income. We know income equal expenditure, or expenditure equal income. So, to summarize the condition for consumer equilibrium, I will write here like this. Finally, MUX divide PX, so equal MUY divide PY and MU2 divide MU2 divide P2. So one condition, one. Second one, Px multiply Qx plus Py multiply Qy equal what condition? Here P2 Q2 equal I. P2 Q2 Q2 not Q, P2 Q2 equal I. The second condition. Second condition. Now, how can I establish the law of demand? Easy, no? Now, how can establish I establish the law of demand? Today, my lesson is over. Goodbye.